Autobiographical speech presentation, presented by Hollie Mahlum. Hello all and welcome. Thank you for coming out today. Firstly, I'd like to give you guys a presentation today on a brief introduction of myself. I am a Las Vegas local. I'm 24 and I work as a CAD drafter. I'm currently in school to get my associates and then some higher education to eventually become an architect. But when given this prompt, I had to think how I would like to present myself. And what came to mind was a quote from author David Norris. He said, "How you spend your time is more important than how you spend your money. Money mistakes can be curbed, but it's time that's lost forever." Time is very important to me because it's one of the only assets that we have in life that we're only given a very finite amount that we're not even sure enough we have and we can't get any more. So it was only appropriate that a summary of myself would be a summary of my time. I would like to highlight my creativity through my costumes and my creations, as well as what I've built up for myself in the future. And today I'd like to show you what I've been working on with a lot of my time. Personally, I consider my work to be an artistry. I work as a CAD drafter, which is someone that takes architectural blueprints and alters them digitally. I've been training on CAD ever since I got into high school, which is also when I entered the engineering career field. The level of detail and artistry that is required to specifically outline what's going to be created in reality is a skill that I take personal pride in. It takes an artist's eye to be able to accurately depict these conceptual ideas that these designers love to come up with in the middle of the night. But of course, I enjoy contemplating the logistics of creativity. And it is this attention to detail that I'd love to bring forward with me into my future architectural designs. It must be the love of details that I have, for not only do I find the intricacies in my daily work, but also in my hobbies. Over the last couple of years, I've been getting crazier and crazier with the costume designs that I've been able to pull off. I've always liked dressing up and acting, and I've been on the stage for a couple years as well. But it wasn't until a couple years that I managed to merge my artistry with the creation of custom costumes. It all started at the Las Vegas Ren Fair when my first creation made its debut. Yes, I know it looks a bit festive now. It was originally for a nature art druid. If you ever go to the Ren Fair, you'll never know what you'll find me in. And last year, I created an entirely different creature costume, all in and of itself. This is one of the main pieces that we used in creating the Manticore costume. This costume required a lot of more fabrication than what I was used to. And this tail and the staff are made out of the same material, in which they are warbler board. What you use is I had to become very proficient with a heat gun, and then they are able to be molded into whatever the artists can sculpt. Of course, I had to come up with all the templates for these types of items, as such unique objects can't be found or referenced to a lot online. And the main hurdle I had with creating that piece itself was trying to attach it to myself so that it would stand up off my body. We ended up creating a flap that attached to a backpack wing apparatus for the final creation of the costume. Surprisingly or unsurprisingly, my procrastination pushes these builds off into about a span of about a week. But it's lovely that I have surrounded myself with enough people that are competent and love me enough to help me out. I have a few very prominent people in my life, namely my parents, my singular brother John, and my grandma Jan are my main lifeline to my family. But it is also the people who I've surrounded myself with that have become pillars of support themselves. Going back to the concept of time, if you look at the life of me and the life actions of my boyfriend Valen, you'd see about a 90% similarity in what we're doing. He's the main guy that I spend every waking moment with, and the one that I would love to spend the rest of my life with. And I'd love for you all to meet him. Here he is. Thank you, Val. I love that guy, but it's rare for us to get a moment apart. We do live together, and we've also worked together for the past 3 years, but I really wouldn't have it any other way. He is my colleague, my love, my best friend, and of course I would love to spend the rest of my life with him. I've enjoyed sharing with you this glimpse into my life. I hope you all have enjoyed seeing my wonderful creations that I do in my work, as well as in my hobbies and my costuming. Truly, I feel like I never get a rest though, because my time is spent professionally and all the time that I have otherwise, just between all these different activities and a bunch of the other ones that I haven't been able to go into today. But if I were to leave one thing with you though, I urge you to contemplate the importance of your time and how you're spending it. And if I were to leave with one thought, it would be with the words of entrepreneur Michael Schlotz. And he says, bad news is time flies. But the good news is that you're the pilot. Ultimately, you're gonna choose what you're gonna do with your time. But I urge you to ensure that your efforts are fruitful. Thank you so much. Awesome. Here's the audience. Yeah, a little golf clap. That'd be great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, a little golf clap. There we go. That's everything. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
And then here we go. Here's my cards that I used. I did this thing where I kind of started. Oh, that's number 5. I'll start with number 1. Did this thing where you start at the top of every sentence almost. There's 1. There's number 2. Boop. And there's number 3. Boop. And here's number 4. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a great cut. I love this one shot. And number 5. Great. And I really hope this is at the same angle and they're not upside down right now. That'd be great. Okay, say bye everyone. Bye.